It's Thursday, and that means it's time to get your kitchens and your stomachs ready for a cooking segment with Lynn Matava, who is a nutrition educator with the University of Maryland Extension's SNAP Ed program. That is a mouthful. Today, Matava is going to show us some new ways to get your kiddos excited about vegetables in the kitchen.
Hopefully you have people at home that are willing to try lots of new foods, but chances are you have one or two people in the house that might be a little bit hesitant to try things when they come into the house. So today I thought it'd be a great idea to make today a try day. There's lots of new things that we can try, and fruits and vegetables that we can encourage our families to try, and especially right now because there's so many things that are local during farm market season. So when you go to shop, there's great open air markets, and many of them accept SNAP benefits. They have locally grown food, and I just have a few here to show you today. One of the things I brought home from the market is these great multicolored carrots. And I know that most of us have tried carrots before, but if we get a carrot that's purple, it can really add excitement to just eating our vegetables, add something a little new. Because these are so young, they're pretty baby carrots. Once they're scrubbed well, you don't even really need to peel them. They're very tender. But I did peel one just so you could see how pretty the color purple is on these. We've got yellow and orange. And when you cut the purple ones open, they have a really pretty yellow center. So that's also something fun to do. I also have this fennel here today. And this is something that might be new to a lot of people. It's got kind of a licoricey taste to it. It was super inexpensive at my farm market, which is what prompted me to buy it. And I could cut this up into chunks. Same with the carrots. I could cut it up into chunks and just dip it in dip. But all of these foods I have here would also be really tasty if they were cut into, say, 1.5 to 2-inch pieces, coated in a little olive oil or whatever cooking oil you have, and then roasted in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. If you're trying to get kids excited to try new foods, we encourage everyone to taste, and even with the big kids, the grown-ups here, we try to enforce the idea that yuck and ew and gross and all those words they're not words we use when we're trying. We want to kind of have an open mind and not yuck anyone else's yum. That's what I always talk with my students about in classrooms, and I love it when I hear parents say they come home and they tell all their siblings, don't yuck my yum. So that's something it's very catchy, it sticks in people's heads, and we don't want to yuck anyone else's yums. At the end of the day, it's just about trying to find a way to get some more fruits and veggies in so we can all be as healthy as possible. And right now with all these fresh local foods, that's super simple to do. Also on our Eat Smart UMD blog, you can go to the recipe section and you can search by ingredient, and there's lots of great recipes on there. The one thing I will say that's great about that is that many of those recipes have very few ingredients. They have between, say, 2 and 6, 10 at the most ingredients, and they have very few steps. So if you're just trying a new food, sometimes using the least amount of steps and ingredients possible encourages all of us to want to get in the kitchen when it's not that complicated.
Well, Matava adds that it's also helpful to just Google some simple recipes you can buy that you're not too familiar with. And we'll have more tips and tricks from Matava next week on Thursday right here on Good Morning Delmarva. So make sure you tune in.